Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Mean Streets, where we're still looking for scientists, we're still looking for keys, we're still looking for passwords, and we're still looking for the mainframe. Right now, it looks like we're getting close to finding the location of Big Jim Slade, who, interestingly enough, I just looked up the actor who played as Big Jim Slade in Overseer, Richard Norton, just to see what else he's done since starring in Overseer as Big Jim Slade. And he's got quite the history in regards to his credits as a stunt coordinator, fight choreographer. More recently, most notably, is he was a fight coordinator and stunt performer in Mad Max Fury Road. He was a fight choreographer for Suicide Squad, fight coordinator for Triple Frontier, which just went to Netflix, as well as a fight coordinator for Dark Phoenix. So that is pretty cool. I'm expecting this version of Big Jim Slade to be more of a mobster. Like, Richard Norton for Overseer was more of like an independent hitman. Didn't really seem to have a connection to any specified group, and for some reason I'm just expecting this to be more mobster-esque. But for now, let's head to the Big Surf Hotel. The Big Surf Hotel may have been nice once, but that was when Reagan was president. Since that time, the years and the management have run it into the ground. I walk up to the desk where a short, burly man in a dirty t-shirt is watching TV. I ask to see the register and notice that a man named Big Jim Slade was in room 305. That's the same man that was on the list I got from Arnold Dweeb. I asked the manager if he remembers Slade. "Yeah, I remember. He was a big, mean-looking guy. Left yesterday. His room hasn't even been cleared yet." I decided to check his room out. I decided to check his room out. There's a few empty beer bottles, cigarette butts on the floor, and a Playboy magazine featuring the girls of Freaktown. In the garbage can is a fax that says, "Add a Lola love toy to your hit list." Do I have Lola love toy written down anywhere? I do not. That first pen did not work. The boys at MTC thinks she knows too much. The initials at the bottom of the fax are RK. Do I know anybody named RK? Nobody on that first list. Nobody on the second. Robert Knott. Robert Knott being the leader of the Law and Order Party. Okay. Finding nothing more of interest, I return to my speeder. Alright, let's ask Vanessa if she knows about Lola Love Toy.
What's up, Pix?
She probably doesn't.
I'll get back to you.
Never mind, she does. Alright. Oh, here comes a fax. Lola Love Toy is at her club. The San Francisco address is navcode 4603. Okay, back in Greg Call's laboratory, now that it is no longer flooding with nerve gas and setting off alarms, I can now go to this box now that I picked up gloves from, I think it was Bosworth's. Let's see. Using the gloves I found in Clark's lab, I'm able to move the vine. Small shelf has been cut into the stalagmite. The purple pass card sits on the shelf. Okay. So that is pass card number 6 in purple. 2, 3, 4. The only one that I'm missing, actually, I guess that's technically pass card number 5, because I have the password for the gray pass card. I just don't have the gray pass card yet. Also, the computer is up here. Nope. There we go. So far we've used bishop, pawn, king, stalemate, and checkmate. Bishop, pawn, king. Not queen. Did we already use king? Yes, we did. That's the gray password. Rook. Castle. And knight. Knight. It seems that the ultimate purpose of this microchip I've been designing is to control a person's feelings and emotions by implanting the device within the brain. This must be some sort of weapon which can destroy certain parts of the mind, while leaving other areas intact. A victim could believe he was fully capable of thought and reason, and not even realize that he was under someone's control. Interesting. Alright. I gotta say, I like the fact that each of the scientists did in fact have their own function that you couldn't track yourself. And now let's meet up with John Klaus, because John Klaus happens to know where Sam Jones is. Oh yeah, this guy. I'm a neuroscientist. And I feel like... Oh, I just asked him about himself. And I feel like life's in danger because of my work with MTC. Sam Jones. He's an arrogant old Nazi who works in Las Vegas. Use nav code 0021. Be careful, he's faithful Law and Order party member, and he's not going to be cooperative with you. So beat him up, I guess. And now to talk to Sam Jones. Oh, nope, not now. Got some goons to shoot. I wonder, at what point in the development cycle did they feel the need to add combat sections? Like, did it start off with combat? Or did they built the story around? Or was combat just a feature that was added in? And you could also say the same goes with the flight mechanics too. Like, what order did they decide, you know what, this game needs flight mechanics, this game needs combat, this game needs a story. I break into Professor Jones' laboratory and see him standing at the other end of the room. He's a man in his early 40s with glasses and hard gray eyes. How did you get past my security people? He asks. I've given your security people the rest of their lives off. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh, it's so good. I'm afraid you'll have to start talking resumes again. He looks shocked at first, but then he gives me a convincing snarl. There's nothing for you here. I just killed all of your security goons, and you're still gonna play hardball? I will tell you nothing. It's time to get tough. I get steely-eyed look and say that I'll air out that oversized skull if I don't get the facts now. All right, I'll tell you what I know. But it'll do you no good. They'll find you and kill you. MTC Corporation will soon develop a device that will allow us to become the biggest, most powerful corporation in history. We will spread throughout the world, and with the help of our affiliate, the Law and Order Party, we will control the destiny of an entire world. I don't like the fact that they used the word world twice in the same sentence. Okay, let's ask him about his pass card. I will tell you nothing. I will threaten you again. All right, I'll tell you what I know, but it will do you no good. They'll find you and kill you. He hands you his yellow pass card. All right. So now I've got the yellow pass card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 6 out of 8. And password. I will still tell you nothing, but I'll threaten you again, and then you'll warn me again. And the password is Queen. Okay. I guess I won't be able to look at his computer, though, since he's just going to be standing right there. I'll still tell you nothing. Oh, jeez. How did you find out about Overlord? I guess it doesn't matter because it's almost operational. Through microchips and satellite monitoring stations, we can watch anyone, anywhere in the world. Overlord will greatly enhance government security. Everyone will benefit through this new control device, except those who are deemed a threat. Alright. So how do you determine who's deemed a threat and who isn't? Alright, let's talk to Lola Lovetoy. How do I exit the speeder? There I go. Lola Love... Oh, there's a Lola's. It's right next to Nude Freaks and Big Guys and Sex. Lola's place is busy tonight with its garish red and yellow lights, flashing and a steady crowd working its way inside. I get a table near the front of the stage. I tell a waiter I need to see Miss Lovetoy on an official matter. He slips behind the stage. A few moments later, Miss Lovetoy appears. She saunters over to my table and sits down. She looks like the kind of woman you could score with, even if you played your cards wrong. That's a really, really fancy way of calling Lola a slut. Really fancy-like. Lola Lovetoy. My time's valuable, and I don't give anything for free. Of course you don't. Let's ask about MTC. Make it worth my time. I haven't got all day. I actually have money now, so... Thanks, buddy. I'll tell you what I know. Tom Griffith wanted me to find out if Shimming knew or cared about anything going on at MTC. I mentioned MTC several times to Frank Shimming. He thought the center was a waste of time and should be closed down. I already know this. And Frank Shimming. Another 500. Thanks, buddy. I was introduced to Frank Shimming by Tom Griffith. Griffith paid me to keep an eye on Shimming and keep him occupied. Griffith gave me a key to an apartment, nav code 4605. Okay, so apartment is 4605. He told me to take Shimming there. The old guy was an egotistical bore who loved to talk about his favorite subject, himself. Several weeks ago, I told Tom I was fed up with Shimming and I called the arrangement off. Alright, let's go check out this apartment. So it looks as though, like, she was just kind of hired to spy on him. And that's just about it. She wasn't involved in the actual project. Oh, that's actually not that far from here. 4605. Yeah. Alright, save our game. Land air speeder. What is going on with this apartment? Is it oh, it is guarded. Okay, great. Guarded by goons for some reason. Like, these sections aren't ah, damn it. I was just about to say these sections aren't particularly hard, and then I get shot several times. Like, as long as I take cover at nearly all times. There we go. After a gun battle, I opened the door of the apartment. This is where Lola Lovetoy brought Frank shimming before she'd had enough. Looks like someone else had moved in. Are you referring to the people I was in a gun battle with? There we go. Scandinavian design dresser with drawer. On the dresser is a mirror and jewelry box. The drawer is not totally closed. Women's lingerie from Fredericks of Hollywood. Size medium. Okay. I'm just doing this out of curiosity to see if there's a response. You make me sick. I understand completely. The matchbox is approximately 2 inches by 1 inch. Standard light switch. Turns on all those lights. Really brightens up the room. And by the room, I mean the walls slightly. A small ornate jewelry box. It's locked, and I do not have the key. You look in the mirror and see the tired, haggard face of a down-on-his-luck PI. Ooh, a button. A button behind the mirror. You press the button, and a panel opens in the side of the holographic project unit. Okay. Let's see what's going on down here. A Serta 717A circular love bed with red comforter. A small panel is in the headboard. Ashtray is built into headboard and is filled with cigarette butts. Cigarette butts are unfiltered Camels. The box description says, inflatable companion, the loser's friend, your perfect date at the movies, at the beach, or wherever you go. Warning, do not inflate on windy days. Okay. Small circular cushions made of satin. One cushion looks lumpy. A bottle of Russian vodka is inside the panel. Cigarettes under the cushion are Camels. Unfiltered Camels, I would imagine. Also, I'm trying to move everything because that's really the issue that I came into throughout this game, is that there are a lot of things that can be moved. And there's no seemingly rhyme or reason as to what can be moved and what can't. Artwork is an interesting post-nuclear piece called Rope Burn. You can't stand modern art, preferring pictures of horses or Union Pacific calendars. There we go. A switch. Let's press it and see. Circuit switch to reset the pressure-sensitive burglar alarm. Interesting. I'm not going to press it, because I don't see any alarm going off. A flat table with round edges. The sign says danger electrical field. And it is fastened down. A Samsonite Travel Master suitcase. It says property of Big Jim Slade. Touch this and I kill ya. Alright, what do we got? Shirt has an extremely loud pattern with sweat and liquor stains on it. Note in the pocket says Los Angeles Airbus Station. Nav code 5194. So that one's related to Big Jim Slade, so that's 194 Airbus. Hmm. 50 rounds of ammo. So I guess this must be where Big Jim Slade is staying then. He is the new individual living here. Mood globe. Antique Radio Shack mood globe. Late 20th century. Very valuable. Worth $2,000 on the street. And then it kills you. Why does the mood globe kill you? Okay, now that I'm back to where I was. A copy of the best-selling book An Elderly Man's Guide to Picking Up Chicks by Dr. Ron Morgan. You read a few pages and learn that elderly guys should suck on a few lemons before going out with young chicks. This drains off excess drool that could spill out at an inappropriate moment. Okay. Alright. Let's cross the room, see what's going on this side. Wooden desk with rounded edges. The binder has the Law and Order insignia on it. Upon opening the binder, you see that someone has written a navigation code of NC 5037. So that is Law and Order Party. 5037. I think I screwed that up. Because I grabbed the binder, I can't look at the hit list. Okay, 1 second, be right back. Alright, Law and Order Confidential Hit List. Names not crossed off. I don't have Harry Rice written down. Harry Rice, Lola Lovetoy, Tex Murphy, Sonny Fletcher. Good job, Big Jim. I need to talk to you. Come to my house at navcode 0132. All right. I have Robert Knott's location. It is a good thing that I don't know why the hit list disappeared, because it wasn't really part of the... Over 30 cigarette butts are in this one. Flowers are plastic carnations. Why would he even need... Do you want to hurt your back? I suppose not. Let's see. Cabinet, a small cabinet with a door and a VCR on the top of the cabinet. Even in the future, they have VCRs. VCR is a surrealistic unit with high definition resolution and 25-year programmality. You turn on the VCR and slip in the tape that you found at the beach house, titled Top Heavy Beach Bimbos from Mars. The television is a holographic 3D projection unit. You sit down and watch a few moments of top-heavy beach bimbos from Mars. While the scenery is excellent, the acting leaves much to be desired. The panel reveals a button that turns off the energy field around the valuable mood globe. A red button. An inscription by the button says, "Don't push unless you wish to turn off the protective field around the valuable mood globe. Oh my gosh. All right. Now I can grab the mood globe without dying. Which I don't actually need, it's just for sale, but... hey, that's still more money. And it's worth $2,000 on the street. You lift the globe from its pad and it sets off the pressure-sensitive alarm and shuts the exit. You have 5 minutes to find the deactivation switch before the police arrive. Luckily, I already know where the switch is. There we go. Excellent. Now to see if I missed anything. And it turns out I missed a bunch of things. Most notably, let's see. Let's open up the drawer here, grab the lingerie. Is the matches, the matchbox, which I should have opened instead of taken, because that really reveals a key. A bus locker key. The locker number has been filed off. It appears that the station is written on back, nav code 5194, which is the Airbus station listed for Big Jim Slade. Second thing I missed is I didn't move the cabinet, which now reveals a satchel which has money. Totals $5,000 in $100 bills. I mean, Tex is already on Big Jim Slade's hit list, so there's really nothing wrong with robbing him. And then the third thing I missed was related to the suitcase. Let's grab his shirts, the note, the shirts, the ammo, and that reveals a small metal key, which opens the jewelry box, and it has a bracelet that can be sold. Although I wonder, let's say you don't get the bus key because you decide you didn't actually open up the matchbook. Would that ruin your playthrough? Would you be unable to proceed with the game? Would you be stuck not knowing what you missed, forced to start the game entirely over? That I do not know. And that I do not intend to find out. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.